Hello, everybody. It has been a while. Good to see you. As you've noticed, some things have changed around here. It's this way. So let's go ahead and shove this off this way, I guess. Anyway, so yes, as you probably noticed, some things have changed around here. Mostly just to kind of align more with how I've wanted to do things around here for a while, but just haven't really had the time or the ability to do so until now. So quite a few things to go over. First things first, let's get the good news out of the way. So, a lot of exciting stuff coming down the pipeline for the channel. As I've advertised time and time again. Tonight, we're going to be starting Sea of Stars, a game I'm hugely excited to get started, finally. You know, 2 streams later than it should have been, but Super Mario RPG would not go without a fight. So, we had to finish that off, and then, well, last Friday happened. And I'll explain that in a little bit, but... So, today, which is Labor Day, something I quite frequently forget, because I have a hard time believing that any sort of corporate or government organization has an appreciation for the labor force, but whatever, that's a separate discussion for a different time. Pardon me, sorry. We're going to be doing this on Wednesday too. And then on Friday, we're going to be doing Ever Crisis, another game that I've been anticipating for a long time. It's another one of those in the long list of games that have come out in the last few years that I never thought I would ever see ever, period. Good times, good times. So we're going to be seeing that as well. And then on Saturday, I'm hoping I put on the schedule whenever I feel like it, but I'll be honest, I'm not sure what's going to feel comfortable. But, yeah, we're going to hopefully get some Final Fantasy XIV done on Saturday as kind of a, how to put it, kind of a separate segment that I'll do casually whenever I get around to it or whenever I feel like it, like I said. I feel like this could crunch down a little bit, but in the other views, if I zoom it out anymore, it's going to be way too damn small, so this is the best we can do with what we have right now. This will change over time, of course, but this is close to final. And everything I've done here, all the scenes, all the bits, minus the plugins and what have you, are all done by yours truly. Short of this little guy here. The chat bit was done entirely by another person. The only thing I've done is bare bones customizations, things like that, that aesthetically change how it operates. That part was done by me. Aside from that, coming down the pipeline later on this month will be some hockey, so hopefully that'll help us kind of iron out what our schedules are going to look like, because a great deal of our life here at home operates around hockey, because both me and Starberry Jams are both very, very big hockey fans, and we both support, you might consider, opposing teams. They haven't really been relevant rivals in a very long time. At least not to me anyways, mostly because my team has sucked for a very long time. And has been a relevant challenge to basically anybody. But I digress. Aside from that, I did want to take some time here to get some stuff off my chest, which is more or less just for myself. I wanted to talk a little bit about situation that I had been faced in regards to last week. And I'll try and keep it as stripped down as possible for anybody who's coming here just for Sea of Stars and not for me. Basically, there's been some people who have shown a little bit of worry, a little bit of concern, and I'll break it down for everybody who will watch this on VOD or on YouTube. So if anybody asks, I'll say, go watch this. Basically, the bottom line is, about a week and a half ago, probably closer to about a week and a half ago, yeah, let's say that, probably the larger end of a week and a half ago, huge rainstorm came barreling through here, and when I say huge, it's huge for this city. Where we live, storms usually come in 15 to 20 minute bursts, even if they're bad. And even this one came in bursts, but the problem is that usually rain works like this. This being, let's say, a steady rain, and this is like tsunami grade rain. Usually what we get is from here and then up to here for 20 minutes, and then it goes back down or goes away. What we got was steady here and then up to here for 15-20 minute bursts, but never went below this for roughly about a day or so. It was bad. But the 15 to 20 minute bursts that we got were incredible. Some of the worst rain I've seen in a very long time. I actually can't remember the last time I saw rain like that here. I've seen it, but not here. At least not my memory. And admittedly, my memory is bad, so take that for what you will. Beyond that, we got through, actually, without much of anything, really. No damage to anything. We've got in our triplex here, we've got a covered porch. Our back porch is they're built well. I mean, relatively speaking. And the awnings are all pointed away from the house, or not the awnings, sorry, the eaves troughs are all, so the downpipes are all facing away from the house. The ground around it is slight, but it's graded away from the house. So, you know what? We got lucky. It all went away. Or so we thought. So, I never got any straight stories from anybody. So, any information you hear from me, take with a grain of salt, because I am not an expert on some of these subjects. So I'm not 100% on any of them. Not when somebody doesn't really give me, this is what this is, and this is how I would explain it to somebody who has no idea. So, and if I don't get that information, I can't tell it to anybody because I don't know. But anyways, on Friday, not last Friday, just passed, but the Friday before that, the rain had stopped for the most part, and was it evening time or like through the afternoon, or it was late evening, I think, and I go down to do laundry, and after the first load had been done in the wash, there's water in the basement, and I'm like, well, okay, why is there water in the basement? And while I'm trying to figure out a way to get the water out of the basement, I try and figure out why. Basically, my thoughts on the subject at that point in time was the ground took on a lot of rainwater. We had the plumbing here in this particular house is really ancient. Like this is an old, like, this triplex is the product of a really old, like, I want to say World War One era house, whose basement has barely been modernized. So we figured the ground had taken on too much water itself, and it was seeping into the plumbing and was causing backflow from the groundwater, which was saturating the ground. It made sense, all things considered, considering how slow it was trickling back and then trickling out. So we figured, well, okay, there's some flow. If there was a plug or something of that nature, it wouldn't be going out at all, right? Well, this continues through the entire weekend. And at this point, I am creating a situation where, thanks to the assistance from Star and a friend of the stream, Falon of Destiny, I'd spent the weekend more or less just hand-bombing water out of the house with a shop vac, with like this bucket thing. It was a lot of work. Come Monday, there's no real change in anything, and I figured by this time the rain had stopped enough that if I was right, and if we were right on why this was happening, it would have lessened over time, because the ground would dry up, right? At least to the point where it would stop the backflow, and it wasn't. So this continues till Monday, and I'm like, okay, I've been in this type of situation enough to understand that this doesn't just stop when it reaches a certain point. So I get on the phone, or actually, you know what? I tried to spend the day trying to take this on myself because I'm stubborn and I want to try and solve problems without relying on people who I was right in thinking were unreliable. But it had gotten to a point where it seemed like there was no real hope. So I got on the phone with my landlord. I'm like, this needs to be taken care of. What do we do? He says, I'm going to talk to a guy. He'll come out on Wednesday. Eventually. That was the eventuality of the conversation that was had. So I was like, well, okay, I've spent enough of my day here today. I had to take Monday off, so I was like, okay, whatever. I created a habit, a methodology of doing what I did to keep the basement from taking on too much water. That seemed to be working for the most part. Okay, whatever. This continues. Wednesday rolls around, and I get a call while I'm at work, and says the guy will be there about, I think they said 12 to 4. And I'm like, well, okay, that sounds very much like a plumber to not have an idea of when they're going to come by. And it says, well, okay, do I need to be there? And he said, my landlord says, no, just need somebody there to sign papers. I'm like, well, I'm at work. Can you go over and do this? Can anybody come by and do this? And he says, yeah, we'll have somebody by. To my knowledge, end of the day rolls around and I come back home and I'm thinking it's been resolved because he actually got a plumber. Again, he has this habit, I should let you know before I go any further, he has this habit of getting a guy, which means it's either one of his guys who has no real expertise in the subject, but either knows some other people or has a working knowledge of the subject at hand and can just go out and buy some things. But his guys very rarely are the guys that you need. So keep this in mind. The guy that he actually had come out was a city worker, and the city worker can only go so far, only do so much, because sometimes plumbing involves going into the property with bigger, better equipment. So I didn't notice. I'm coming back home on Wednesday under the impression that things got better. And for the most part, they did. Until basically a threshold was broken. I don't know if it was something that the guy did. I don't know if it was something happened. I wasn't here for the situation, but something happened. Basically, city worker, from my understanding, talked to our adjacent neighbor in the triplex to try and get some testing done, and something happened. No idea if it happened between my landlord and them, or if it happened between the city worker and them, or some combination of the three. Something happened. And the next day comes around, and I make the mistake of thinking, well, things are going to get better. And they did not. They did not at all. It actually, so the same situation, but the water came back in the house worse and faster. And this water included sewage. Sewage from the house. So it wasn't like coming back from the sewers, from the city. It was this house's sewage. So now I have to move faster, work faster every day, and I'm like basically knee deep in fucking sewage. And it's not fun. I can assure you, it's not fun. I ring up my landlord on Thursday, like, this needs to be taken care of now. I'm getting sick, and I wasn't bullshitting. I was getting sick, and I was afraid of my daughter and Star getting sick. That was not acceptable to me. So what ended up happening was I talked to my landlord, and he said, well, is it still happening? I'm like, yes. And it's getting worse. And I told him exactly what happened. He was just like, oh, okay, well, I will talk to a guy, and we'll see about getting something happening tomorrow. He calls me first thing, basically his version of first thing, the next morning on Friday morning, so this past Friday. And he's like, all right, I can have a guy out there. Oh, God, what did he say? Like, around noon or something? I think it was around noon. 11:30 shows up. It's the same fucking city worker, the exact same guy. And well, because I had a conversation with him, and it turns out he was one of the two guys that showed up on Wednesday, apparently. So I have a discussion with him, and we talk about what might be happening. And he said it could be one of two things: a blockage or a collapsed pipe. And I'm thinking he went in there with like one of those roto rooter things, and I'm thinking the collapsed pipe is the only thing that makes sense. The plumbing's ancient down there, and I'm thinking the rainwater and the ground saturation probably like puts such weight on it that it just like it collapsed. That makes tons of sense. I hate it, and it depresses the fuck out of me, but it makes sense. And I'm literally like twiddling my thumbs, furious, because this guy now can't investigate any further because he feels that he needs to go into the property. He needs to go towards the house, and as a city worker, he can't do that. Seeing as he really spent no time and didn't really do a whole lot of work. He didn't charge my landlord, so no fuss, no muss, anything of that nature. So landlord comes by just at the end, gets the same story from the city worker, and I'm sitting here going, are you actually being serious right now? Like, you sent the same guy, and landlord tells me, well, I didn't understand. The guy didn't tell me this. I'm like, okay, before I continue, if I want somebody to do a job, and I pay somebody to come out and do said job, and they only serve to make things worse, why would I ever send them again? Maybe they need another chance, but this is like one of those things you can't do that with. Anyways, irrelevant. So I'm like, this needs to get taken care of now. This is a matter of health. This is a matter of a child who really can't take care of themselves, who could be very worse off for this. Like, I am getting really pissed off by this point. I've gotten a week's worth of stress, like both mentally, emotionally, and physically, because I've been hand bombing water with every basic free moment I've gotten, because we can't just stop using the dishwasher, we can't just stop using the taps or the toilet or the shower or the washing machine, we can't just stop using those things, and I can't ask these guys to stop using them, and if I do, these guys especially, they're probably gonna laugh at me. Not that I'm afraid of them laughing at me, but they're going to, and then they're gonna keep doing their thing anyways. So why would I try and tell them not to? That's more stress than I don't fucking need, because chances are I'll end up getting hauled off in a cruiser because of it. So, not a thing I want to deal with. Whew. So, I am livid by this point. He says, I'll get a guy out in an hour or so. I think he said like 1 o'clock, maybe 1, 2, whatever. Point is, about half an hour early of that, at that point, it's getting like, it's slowly, like, since Thursday, late Wednesday, early Thursday, things have been progressively getting worse and worse and worse. So by the time Friday rolls around, things are so bad that, like, my bones are aching. The house itself is so humid and so full of the smell, the stench from the shit coming back up, and literally, not just stuff, but shit coming back that I've had to deal with, that I have all fucking over me. And this guy's telling me, oh, well, you know what, I'll have a guy in a couple of hours. Like, I understand you can't just have a fucking guy immediately there, but that should have been done days ago. Know your shit, man. You're a landlord. You should have a plumber on fucking auto dial or some shit like that, right? Neither here nor there. Hour and a half passes. My body is screaming for me to stop. My mind is racing and my heart is just collapsing in on itself. And I have no choice. I have to keep going. An hour and a half of this, and my landlord shows up half an hour early of 2 hours, and doesn't knock or call or anything, just shows up. And I go out there because I just needed a break. I needed to air out my skin, just take a breather of air that wasn't what was trapped in the house. And I go outside, and he's there, like right there, because there was an outlet. There's an outlet right by the door, and he was plugging something in at the time that I opened the door. He planned on trying to do this without even telling me. So he shows up with one of his guys, and this guy's got like a hell of a machine. Like, one of those roto-rooter things, but this thing was like, it looked like, if you've ever seen, oh god, what is it called, an auger, or something like that. If you've seen an auger, it looks like an auger, but it was sat on its side, and then had the big snake cord coming off of it. So, this is a hell of a machine. It's like a legit, for real, roto-rooter deal. And they just get to going. I'm telling you, the operation, after I talked to them some, but I didn't want to keep anybody from doing anything that might help the situation. I can tell you, it was no more than about 10-15 minutes. And it was fixed. I legit, like, they had me test by flushing the toilet a couple of times, and I'm thinking of all the things you can ask me to do. You can ask me to fucking flush the toilet. Are you fucking kidding me? I come back out after checking the basement after doing the tests, and I'm like, it's good. You fixed it. What was it? The guy's like, and the guy who's one of his guys tells me, oh, it's just roots. And I'm sitting here going, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I know I'm not a plumber. I know I'm not that guy. But I'm also not a fucking idiot. You can't tell me that it was just roots. He says, well, yeah, roots can block the passage of certain things. So you're telling me there was a blockage of something that wasn't roots. He says, well, yeah. He says, so with that in mind, that means there's a break in the pipes that are down there, right? Well, yeah. And I'm like, well, okay, so this could happen again in theory if the people who shall not be named decide to continue their habits. He says, well, yeah. So I'm like, well, is there a way that we can prevent this from happening? He says, oh, yeah, if it happens again, just start using some bleach. Put some bleach down. I turn to the landlord at this point. I'm like, we have to start thinking preventative. This is a health thing. This is a problem. You solve problems. And I'm trying to, like, without absolutely flying off the handle on people who actually solved my situation, and going, I just want to make sure this doesn't happen again. And if it does, I want, like, a realistic thing, not me going out and buying 3 bottles of Javex only to find out that doesn't fucking do anything. I get through maybe about 5 minutes of conversation with the two before I go, you know what? I'm done. You solved the problem for now, and I'm going to choose to walk away from this thinking that's a win. And it was. But it was not the win I wanted, because this could have been done on Monday. This could have been this could have been prevented. This long stretch of everything could have been prevented. Me feeling like shit could have been prevented. This house picking up God knows what was in the air could have been prevented. Me breaking my back over what amounts to PTSD, because I've dealt with this before, but it was way worse before, could have been prevented. So this weekend has been complete and utter recovery. And then weather decides to be humid X fucking hell out there. Dog days of summer at the beginning of September. Why the fuck not? Why the fuck not? I'm in my house right now. I'm kidding you not. Hold on. I have the AC set. Central air, mind you. I have the AC set to 68. It is reporting as 77 in here. That's mental. Absolutely mental. So that speaks nothing of what it is outside right now. I am wet right now, just sitting here, getting animated about stuff. 79 feels like 95 outside. I don't know if you guys can see this. It's not really going to come into focus, but 79 Fahrenheit feels like 95. That's mental. It is 8:30 at night. The sun is down. The dog days of summer are supposed to be through August. That's mental. I'm glad things didn't get worse than Friday. I'm really and truly am just trying to walk away from this and go, I did win. I didn't win in the way I wanted. I didn't get what I wanted from it. Exactly. But I won. I just hope it doesn't come around to bite me in the ass because I didn't follow up. So, that was my last week and a half. Yay! So if I seem a little bit low-key tonight, I promise it's not because I'm absolutely just miserable, because I'm past that point. That's why I didn't stream on Friday. I thought I had enough time to recover from that situation. I did not. I was broken that day. It was not good. It was not a good day. And honestly, as much as I'd like to say this weekend was great, it was. There was a lot of good from it. I enjoyed myself thoroughly on Saturday, and Sunday was a recovery day where everybody got to recover from Saturday, because Saturday was a scorcher too. But we went out and we did stuff in this. In what was the beginning of this. So thankfully we caught it in the beginning, because it was bad. It's bad. I go out there and I'm like, like it catches in your throat, right? And I have a vulnerability to this shit. So anyway, I just wanted to get that situation off my chest, so that way if anybody ever asks, I can say this has been the magnificence that was the last week and a half. And I can add that to the trauma, unfortunately. That's how she goes sometimes. Alright, well, let's get this shit show on the road, huh? Alright, so Sea of Stars, highly anticipated game and very highly touted, and I can't wait to get started. So let's go ahead and do just that, shall we? So let's go bop. Let's go doot. Doot. Is it working? Are we all good? Yeah, there we go. Oh, man. Alright, hopefully none of this stuff here is blocking anything. Let's get right to it, shall we? Let's see what our options are. Pardon me. Dialogue bloops. That's a funny word. Bloops. Okay, so interact, cancel, game menu. I'm sure I'll hear about those soon. Swap, L&R, no thank you. Alright, so pretty standard controls for JRPG. Let's go right to it. Sea of Stars has two main characters. Select the one who will lead the party. This can be changed later and does not affect the story. Let's see. Valere is a monk born on the winter solstice, walks the path of the guardian goddess Luana. And Zale, a blade dancer born on the summer solstice, walks the path of the guardian god Solon. So I'm gonna presume sun and moon. Basically, Zale represents the sun. Valere represents the moon, being a fall-born kid. That puts me smack dab in the middle. Favoring more the moon in this case. So yeah, let's go with that. I also like her weapon a little bit more, so let's go with Valere. Great Archives. Okay. Oh, the pixel art on this is so good. Welcome to the Great Archives, adventurer. I suppose curiosity brought you here. An important trait, to be sure. I am the archivist, an immortal versed in the ways of alchemy. But perhaps you knew that already? After spending millennia cataloging the many events of countless timelines, I decided to return here to mull over everything I'd seen. In my musings about the stories that fill these books and scrolls, I had a recent epiphany. It seems that in my haste, I may have overlooked the very thing I was hoping to find. As such, there is one special story I wish to revisit, one deserving of a witness. And should the mists of time allow a slight alteration, I believe the ray of hope that was once offered may yet bloom. So walk with me tonight, and we will explore a tale of high adventure, of magic and deceit, of friendship and wonder, but mostly a tale of heroism. One that, I believe, will offer valuable insight in the search for a resolution to the throes of the Fleshmancer. Well, that sounds foreboding. Now I remain a bit lost amidst all these timelines and all their subtle variations, but I know just the one to make for the perfect starting point. Let us see what we find in there. Ah, yes. Our story begins in a world visited by the Fleshmancer generations prior, causing much turmoil and leaving a mark that is yet to be fully cleansed. Somewhere on Evermist Island, two brave children of the solstice are on their way to meet with an immortal spirit. In order to become fully fledged solstice warriors, they will need to learn how to use magic without using magic. Interesting. Alright, we made it to the mountain trail. So far, so good. So the Elder Mist lives somewhere here, huh? Do you think it's just another test? Could be, but it sure beats sitting at the academy. And sewing. Yeah, I'm sure glad that's over with. Apply yourselves, for the will you weave into it shall be your sole defense in times of greatest need. Well, while the lessons taught here may appear to be lost on you, something deep inside is compelled to learn. And they laugh. Hey, the sun will be setting soon. We should prepare to set up camp. Let's split up and search for a good spot. Okay, I guess I'll take the right path. Aw, shit. I'm coming through. Alright. So no skills yet. Just attack the bastard. Let's go. Okay, so there's a little counter above. Does that mean how many turns until they attack? Jesus. Brugavis. Wasn't kidding. These feel easier to fight already. Let's see where this leads. Can I just go after... Ah, Zale's got the side covered. I should head to the right. Alright. The engraving is worn out, but it definitely mentions a rite of passage for children of the solstice. The Elder Mist. Okay, so X can climb and jump. So it's a contextual thing. You can't just do it whenever. Okay, so enemies are on the path, so not random encounters. That's good to hear. Ouch. Tough one, huh? Let's try this. Valaire, found anything? Just a dead end. How about you? Nothing note, but the way to the top is definitely through here. The sun is setting. Come over, I'll get a fire going. I'll be right there. Can't wait for more tomato clubs. Yep. Okay. So I like the traversal. It's very smooth. It's not eight. I mean, I suppose it's 8-directional, omnidirectional, I think they call it. But it still feels very smooth with the analog. There's no side loading either with environments. It's all loaded in the background, so I'm starting to have a hard time thinking Buddy already went through all this with all the stuff that's fallen down. Okay, yeah. I see how the timed attacks work here. Okay. I knew there was going to be timed attacks, but I wasn't quite sure how it would play out. Okay, okay, okay. I'm enjoying this. Especially after playing a game that had a focus on time attacks and defenses. It's kind of prepared me for this a little bit. And I can kind of appreciate it. Can't get into the menu though. So does that mean I regenerate my HP after every battle? Kind of hoping that's the case. And that way each individual battle is its own challenge. That's usually when that happens, that's the premise they're going for. Ha! But it doesn't beat the face you made the first time you tried smashing a sunball. Oh, I can still hear the headmaster gloating. As I said, whether by paying attention in class or by recklessly attempting to hit a projectile with your open palm, you will learn the first rule of solar magic. To be fair, you did learn. Oh yeah, that one only took once. You ever miss those years? Before training, just being kids, always daydreaming and getting in trouble. And making mistakes. I'm sorry, Valaire. I didn't mean. It's okay. I understand why you wouldn't want to join us after what happened. It's just... I wish he had said goodbye, you know? After 10 years of not seeing his face, just to know that he's alright. And that we're still friends. Ooh, some drama. Why did we have to get ahead of ourselves anyway? Oh, girl. "10 years ago, in the village of Moon Cradle." My weapon will be something that hits really hard. And I'll pick a fast one. We'll be unstoppable. Imagine all the wonders we'll find after we leave Evermist Island. Captions. Nice. I want to see the sleeper. What's that? You've never heard of the sleeper? Stories say it's a giant serpent, and it's been sleeping curled up around a mountain since even before there were traveling historians to record it. No way. Sure is, and it's super dangerous too. But don't worry, it can't wake up. Why not? Apparently there's holes in the mountain, and the wind blows through them, and that plays a melody that keeps it asleep. Whoa. I want to see it too. It's the bell. Arlena and Brugavis are back. That name's gonna hook me every time. Quick, maybe we can catch them before they go to the academy. Okay, free movement with a flashback. Nice. Okay, and what's this book? Save point? Yep. Okay, I appreciate that. Ooh. Everything looking all fancy. Hey there, younglings. Are you still playing in that little cave down below? I wouldn't say playing is the word. But sure. These crops are our main source of food. It's hard work, but I'm reminded every day when we all eat together that the effort is well worth it. This game's written so, like, pretty good so far. And given there's like a few like grammatical errors and punctuation errors, but I mean honestly on the whole it's pretty good. I hope you're not getting into trouble again. Trouble? Us? No. Hey, wait. Ooh, a fully animated cutscene. Okay. Was not actually expecting this. Oh, well, it was short, but hey, still pretty cool. There you are. Okay. Brugavis, if that is how your name's pronounced. Looking like a Chad, bud. I might forgive your name. There you are. Playing in your secret hideout again. We were training. I think I can use magic now. Is that so? Let's see it then. Whoa. Come closer, Zale. Open your palm and concentrate. What about you, Valere? Have you been training too? Every day. I bet I'm stronger than you now. I'm sure you are. Come here then. Yeah! Yeah! Whoa, easy now. I can report to the headmaster if you knock me out. Oh. That was awesome, Zale. You did it. Solstice Warriors. If you are done with your babysitting duties, I would hear your report. Right away, Headmaster. Can we go too? Believe me, once you enter Zenith Academy, you'll wish you hadn't. Let's go, Brugavis. Just as a reminder, guys, cat cam is still able to be redeemed, and we do have a cat on cam. So if you guys want to redeem some channel points, you have the ability. Hey, the full moon is out. Huh? He's right. Want to go to the Forbidden Cavern again? We tried already. I can't open it. Yeah, but last time we decided that maybe a full moon could make the room more sensitive. I'm sure it'll work, and Moraine will be so impressed. He'll take you two in for training right away, and then we'll finally be allowed to leave this island. What if he gets mad and delays our training instead? Nah, no way. Well, we can worry about that after I open it. I mean, if I open it. Alright, let's go. Oh, there's a floaty thing there. That's cool. Is that like a ship or something? So, omnidirection, not present in the overworld map. Feeling a lot like Chrono Trigger out here. Which is a good thing, I should add. Oh yeah, it even has the... Oh, okay, yeah, that is Chrono Trigger. 100%. 100%. Alright, let's save the game. I'm gonna presume they open it, gets us into a dungeon, and then, we end up in some form of trouble. But, before we get to that, let's, go on our ad break here, and then, so that way I can blow my nose, and then we can take this, dungeon on proper. So, I will be right back, and we'll see you guys in a little bit. Hello, hello, hello again, folks. Bit of a slow evening. Thank goodness I put the stuff up on YouTube, huh? Got up a little. Got to hear Those Who Shall Not Be Named. Apparently they have some rambunctious children. It's 9 o'clock in the evening on a school night. And it sounds as though they're having shit fits. One of them is like, what, 9 or 10? The other is about our daughter's age. So, yeah. I'm sure that's a handful. We made it. Time to stop for a snack. This 3-person party bit, like, gives me a little bit of Lunar vibes. Just a little bit. Silver Star Story, just to be clear. What? I'm not hungry. Yeah, we just left a few minutes ago. Look, it's not a real adventure if you don't eat a snack on the road. Plus, I made something special for the occasion. Here. Wow, that's really good. Yeah, no kidding. Glad you like it. It's the jam. I used a bit of sap from the celestial willow. You could get in trouble for that. Only if you tell. Oh, I don't like that mentality at all. It's only ethically bad if you get caught. Anyway. Ha ha ha. Alright. How do I do this? Maybe like Erlina showed me? Try opening your palm and concentrating. You got this, Flare. Uh-oh. I knew it. It worked? I did it. I finally did it! So, what now? The headmaster must have heard the bell ring. Do we just wait for him to show up? Might as well enter. It could be our first adventure. Yeah, and then the headmaster will know we're not afraid. This is exciting. Let's go. Forbidden Cavern. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure the headmaster will be pissed at us. But let's go anyway. There's monsters over there. Let's hide. I thought Evermist Island was safe. Guess that's only true for Moon Cradle. We should go back. They look dangerous. Yeah, good call. Uh-oh. It's an ambush. Watch out. There's another one. This is bad. We're surrounded. Maybe try to use your powers? We're not ready for this. I don't know. Just try. Okay, let me focus. Watch out. It's preparing something. Come on. Come on. Valere, watch out. Oh. No. Carl. My eye. It really hurts. I can't see. There's no escape. It's about to attack again. So it was you. As resourceful as you are reckless, I see. Headmaster, Garl needs help. It feels better. Like anyone born in Mooncradle, a regular kid, what Garl needs is to not concern himself with the affairs of the Solstice Warriors. I'm really sorry, Headmaster. It was all my idea. Hey! Be thankful that the only cost of this lesson was an eye, young lad. As for the two of you, if you are so eager to receive training, I shall oblige. Follow me. Oh man. That got me a little bit. Like, I wasn't shocked or anything, but it doesn't get me in a good place. Make sure to treat the wound and soothe the poor kid. He's not the complaining type, but if the pain seems to return, please send for me. Understood, Headmaster. You will not see your friend for a very long time. If you have any parting words, speak them now. Can't he come and stay with us? How long is very long? Like a week? Oh, the eagerness of youth. It takes years to properly train Solstice Warriors. Years? No way! But your friends have much to learn. I would suggest that you use that time to reflect upon what happened today. With any luck, it will help you forget any ideas of getting involved with a burden that is not yours to bear. Guys, don't forget about me. Never. We'll train really hard. Maybe it won't take so long. Oh boy. Welcome to Zenith Academy. Zenith, whatever. In this ancient place of knowledge, you will learn everything you need to know in order to become true Solstice Warriors. We've been waiting for this for so long. When do we start? Tomorrow, though I believe a proper introduction is I believe a proper introduction is in order. Careful now. Guy seems to have a flair for the dramatic. Welcome to the classroom in the sky. Whoa, it's beautiful. I'm feeling a weird resonance, like when I opened the Forbidden Cavern. God, they even knew it was called the Forbidden Cavern? Come on. Good on you for noticing that. Getting closer to the stars helps new recruits get acquainted with their innate magic. It shows great promise that you were able to feel it before, and Zale too, from what Erlina told me. Oh, it was just a small burst. They have no idea how much potential they have. It is probably for the best. Now, In the many years you will spend at Zenith Academy, you will learn about the duties incumbent upon Solstice warriors, of the magic you are destined to wield, and the evils it is meant to cleanse. We'll learn how to fight too, right? Naturally. You will spend your days training and studying, but most importantly, sewing. Sewing? That sounds boring. Oh, I can assure you that it is. A mandatory task, nonetheless. All who would join our order begin by weaving their will into an enchanted piece of fabric, the staple of the Solstice warrior. It is their most prized possession, guaranteeing light in the darkest places and a measure of protection against the minions of the flashman. Okay. Against the minions of the Fleshmancer. There's some new terms here that I gotta really work my way into, especially considering I'm not feeling the greatest. But first, you must learn of your duties. Train until you cannot feel your limbs, and then train some more. Once both your body and mind are ripe with potential, you will create a magic piece of fabric worthy of the very stars. You will then be sent out beyond the Forbidden Cavern to meet with the Elder Mist, for it alone may officially grant the title of Solstice Warrior. Sewing. I understand it is not what you were hoping for, but it is what is required of you for the time being. Years of sewing? That will be all for today. You will be spending a lot of time in these halls, so you should make yourselves at home. To your left is the training room. You are to go there first thing in the morning. Just above is the way to my chambers. It is off limits, of course. And to your right are the dormitories. Just make sure you pick a bed aligned with your innate magic. Feel free to look around, and then go to sleep when you are ready. Good night. God, imagine going through all of that. Like, our best bud just got gored in the freaking eye socket, and now we're at the academy that we always wanted to aim for, find out that it's not all it's cracked up to be, and then he's just like, yeah, so your training starts tomorrow, hope you like bed. There's a lot of blunt force audacity in here. I remember when Erlina and Bragavis were your age. They wouldn't stop running. Ugh, I feel old now. For an academy, I don't really see a whole lot of people here. There's a lot of empty beds. Sure. The next morning, in the training room. Good morning, fellas. One of them is not a fella, thank you. Bragavis. So you'll be our trainer? I wish. Erlina and I are leaving tomorrow, but the headmaster was kind enough to let us make your first day special. Are you ready for training? You bet. That's what I like to hear. I reckon these should be well suited for the two of you. Zale received training sword. Valaire received training staff. Alright, let's get to work. This is more of a flashback than I was expecting to have to go through this early in the game. Huff, huff. You got this, Valaire. Don't give up now. Never. Come on, Zale. Keep up. I can do this. 99, 100. That's it for today. You did great. Phew. That was a lot. Feel free to take a break. Arlena will see you on the terrace whenever you're ready. Oh, there you are. Ready to learn magic? It should feel as if something was scratching an itch far away from you. You must focus on the sensation and compel it to come closer. I think it's working. Hey, you startled me. I almost had it. Now mine's gone too. It's okay. Just breathe slowly. Try to release only when you feel its current passing in front of you. If your timing is true, it will manifest. On 3. 1, 2, 3. I think I felt it. It tickles. Right there. You just did the hardest part. I'm sure your training will go well, but one more thing. No matter what the headmaster teaches you, remember that this is your life, and... Arlena! Since you are done onboarding our new recruits in the way of magic, I would provide the briefing for your next assignment. As for the two of you, it is about time you tried that sewing kit. Move along now. And making a magic piece of fabric worthy of the very stars is sure is a tall order. Yeah, I have no idea what shape to even make. At least the headmaster said we wouldn't get it right the first time. Well, I'm bored. Just a bunch of old books. Just a bunch of old books. Did you hear me the first time? Yeah, Point Dexter. School in the Sky. Gee, that doesn't remind me of anything at all. Oh, hey, Claire. Thank you for tuning in. What are you having for breakfast? Something good, I hope. You keep saying that, but the Fleshmancer left our realm for good when the Dweller of Strife was destroyed. So why can't they have a normal life? Cookies and coffee, the breakfast of champions. And you know the three of us can take the one on Wraith Island. We don't need them. Prudence, Arlena. There is no telling what threats we may face in the future. Valere and Zale were brought to Mooncradle by the Great Eagle. It is not the place of the headmaster to question such things, and neither is it yours. So how much is enough? What about Moyara? What about the twins? Burgavis? Do not judge a sacrifice you cannot begin to comprehend. This conversation is over. I don't know, I just need to dip something in my coffee, otherwise it doesn't hit right. And honestly, The dipping probably gives the coffee a little bit of taste too, because if they're like chocolate chip cookies or like peanut butter cookies or something like that, a little bit of the cookie ends up in the coffee, and that's always good. I know it does that to hot chocolate. It's the best. If you can get like a hot chocolate and get it with like a small plate of like peanut butter cookies, oh yeah, my coffee is straight black, so it gets sweet. Yeah, yeah, that does sound like the way to do it. They will study here while you carry on with your investigation. On the first eclipse after their training is complete, they will join us for the cleansing. Learn as much as you can until then. I had a straight black coffee today, mostly because I was feeling lazy and, whew, man, you can tell it's been a while. My cookie broke. Oh no. Well, let it get hot. Stir it in. Let's just go, Bragavis. What a name. Like, really, I don't often do this, but that name just seems ridiculous. Brewgraves. Or Brewgaves. Brogovs. Like, it seems like an unnecessarily complicated name that I have no idea what the origin is. That does not happen often. And so they trained, and they sewed for days, and then for months. Faster now. Focus, and then release. And the longer a dweller is left to its devices, the stronger it gets. This makes patrol duty essential. Let one grow for too long, and you have a world eater on your hands. Against such a foe, even a legion of solstice warriors would be helpless. Since delaying only increases the chances of a world eater, cleansings always target the strongest dweller known to us. Headmaster, if dwellers are immune to our magic, how can we fight them? Ah, that's why cleansings are always performed during a total eclipse. Just a little bit of a lesson. So this game, when it started in development, at least as far as I know, I found out about it on Twitter. But I'm pretty sure it was a project that was pretty transparent. It was made as a love letter to old, like, 16-bit era RPGs, specifically, like Super Nintendo style JRPGs, specifically in nature Chrono Trigger, which up to this point, and we are only about an hour into the game, and I'm seeing a lot of influence from Chrono Trigger already. And I mean, floating magic school in the sky, the overworld map, and the style of combat, it's very much there. So it seems, the thing that got me interested in it was that it seemed very much like a love letter to Chrono Trigger. And Chrono Trigger is one of my favorite games. Not one of my favorite JRPGs, one of my favorite games, period, of all time. And it just seemed right to me to try and follow its development, so I had the account for this game on Twitter followed, and I've been tracking its progress. So it's been going for a bit, and it just released on August 28th, and it was a big deal because not only was it a big traditional style JRPG that was made as a love letter to older JRPGs, but it also came out day one on what's it called? Game Pass on Xbox and PlayStation Plus on PlayStation, which means that for a large portion of subscribers got the game for free on day one, like I did. And in spite of that, the game is still selling extremely well, and It's 91% on Metacritic right now, I believe it said, which puts it in, I think, 5th or 6th spot for Game of the Year, which means totally contender and probably one of the best RPGs to grace the entire medium for this year. So it's a big deal. It's a big deal. But right, like it's entirely modeled to appeal to people who are really into older RPGs. Oh, thank you. Well, get a taste of it. I mean, this guy we're dealing with here is a bit of a hard ass, but other than that, so far so good. And it's actually kind of fun because this game incorporates timed attacks and timed defense like we were dealing with in Super Mario RPG. So it was like, that game kind of primed me for what to expect in combat in this game. Though I only really got a taste. Right now we're in the middle of a overextended flashback. That's why. Oh yeah, I already read this bit of the script. In these moments only, the dweller's weaknesses are exposed. How many dwellers are left? Just the one, known as the Dweller of Woe, but we cannot know for sure. The Fleshmancer may just have planted other seeds of evil before leaving our world. Thus, we must always remain vigilant. Headmaster? Yes, Flair? What happened with the Dweller of Strife? And who's Moyara? That will be all for today. Ooh, sensitive subject. A few weeks later, sound in the night. A sound in the night. There's your sound. Blair, wake up. Sale, what is it? I think I heard a voice coming from the entrance. Also, you sleep on your sheets? You freaking weirdo. It's not that hot in here. Much like it is hot around these parts. Holy moly, I'd sleep on top of all the sheets. And I absolutely hate to sleep on top of the sheets because I need to have something touching me. That's a thing. What time is it? Who cares? Let's go check it out. Alright. Boy, if this were me you were waking up in the middle of the night to come check a voice, I'd smack you silly. It's like not even a... If you're hot enough, honestly, if I didn't have that going for me, I would sleep on top of my sheets all through, like, the last couple of days. It has been insanely humid here. And I have to do this weird freakish thing where I have blankets just around my midsection and then have my legs sticking out and have my arms sticking out. So that way I stay relatively cold. Or relatively cool. And when I say cool, I mean cooler than what it feels like underneath. It's so weird. I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. Ooh, what's this? But I just cover my neck. Oh man, that seems very particular. I don't know if I could do that. But what I do know is I have to have something on me. It's just, it is a comfort thing. It's not even like a requirement. Like, I start freaking out if I can't. Because I can. But it's just, I feel more comfortable. I feel more at ease. And I feel more... I don't want to say fulfilled. Because I've had plenty of sleeps that felt restless and terrible. But it's just like, it feels nice. Like, it feels good. It's like a security blanket kind of deal. Yeah. Oh, smells good. There's a note. Dear Valere and Zale, if you're reading this, it probably means I got caught. I'm writing this as a failsafe, but I hope to see you soon in person. I made cookies filled with that celestial willow jam you liked. Aw. Aw. Buddy continues to break the rules for us. Such a sweet idiot. Keep reading. I'm doing everything I can to be ready to leave when you graduate. In the meantime, I hope your training is going well. Oops, now the platform is almost up, and I can see Moraine is there waiting for me. He looks very angry. I will try to drop the jar without him noticing. I guess that means I won't be able to try and visit again. But I'm thinking of you every day, and I can't wait. Sweet idiot. It describes one of my cats, too. Actually, to some degree, both of them. I hope you like the cookies. Your friend until the end of time. Or until you get gored in the other eye, in which case you can't tell who we are. Garl. Garl's the best. Let's go up on the disc to eat the cookies. Got cookie jar. These cookies are amazing. I can't believe Garl was just there. I miss him so much. He seems well, at least, after what happened in the Forbidden Cavern. Knowing him, I bet he smiled it away the next day. I'm going to guess not. I would imagine going into a Forbidden Cavern, then getting gored by what looks like an unshelled snail would sit in your mind for a little bit. But something tells me maybe it's just a hunch. Haha, you're probably right. We can't let something like this ever happen again. At this rate, it feels like we'll never sew something good enough for the Elder Mist. It will happen. We just have to keep on training hard, not trying. And so they trained, and they sewed for years. Ba-dum-bum, ba-da-da, ba-dum-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum-ba-bum. Yeah, there would be people that have tons of issues with that if we played that there. But that was definitely a training montage. Zale, that's the one! Nailed it! I can feel it too. Hold on. Alright, I think I got it too. Let's go see the headmaster. They just so happen to both nail it on the same try. Huh! Huh! Go figure! Flying hard now. I hate that I have to hear that now. No, not yet. Basically, the game started out with me going into a mountain pass, and then we went to a campsite, and they started reminiscing of their days in the academy, I guess. Headmaster, we think we're ready. Why yes, the tingling of magic in the air has been building up for a few weeks now. Congratulations. Moving forward, there will be no more sewing. I can deal with that. It will soon be time for you to leave on your journey to meet the Elder Mist. I know, right? Oh, did my captions break again? Alright. How did I fix this last time? Did that do it? Nope. How about... that help? Hold on, guys. Can we disable and then re-enable? Will that help? Nope. Oh, this hasn't happened in so long. Sorry. Now, re-enable and save. How about that? Did that fix it? That fixed it. There we go. Alright. It will soon be time for you to leave on your journey to meet the script I already read. But before we get to that, Zenith Academy has one more challenge for you. Oh, our visitors just arrived. Perfect timing. Sup, Chad? My, you've both grown pretty strong. Hey, it's good to see you. Arlena and Burgavis are here to help you review the basics of combat. Ah, so it's not just a flashback, it's a tutorial. All this for that. Okay, check in with them, then it will be time for your final test. Ready to go through the basics of magic? Yes, please. Simpler spells will only demand normal attacks. Valera can do blunt damage, and Zale has slicing. Let's see you break this one. Whoa, okay. A bunch of stuff going on there that I've not been told about. Let's, okay, so I regain MP by attacking, I'm guessing. Okay. Just like that. Now, some spells will also demand magic damage to break. Okay, so it's the different types of symbols. So you can cancel attacks by striking with the corresponding symbols. I see. You can control your projectiles now, so let's give it a shot. Zale for Sun and Valera for Moon. Okay, so I need one attack with each of the following elements. Alright, cool. And it tells me, okay, how each one strikes. So this one has a hammer and a moon, which means it's a blunt, moon-based object or attack. Whereas Moon Ring, I'm not sure what the finger is for. I believe that means it's a timed attack, and it's moon-based. Press X to deflect. Hold X for power. Whoa, that's nice. Well done. Now you can sense your MP is a bit low, right? To keep up the pace in battle, you must remember to regenerate MP. Let's build it up. Build it back up a bit. Hit me with a normal attack now. Okay. Did you feel that? You just got some MP back by attacking. In battle, awareness leads to victory. You must pace your spells with normal attacks to avoid ending up in a dire situation with no MP available to get out of it. And on the flip side, you should not hesitate to use spells when MP abounds, for a regular attack on a full bar is a waste of regeneration. The key is to experiment. Keep on varying your actions and find the rhythm appropriate for each battle. So I'm getting flavors of Chrono Cross in that sense then. While Chrono Cross didn't really have an MP system per se, the key to gaining your spells, access to your spells, was through using attacks. So there's a little bit of convention and non-convention here. One last thing. All battle actions, lock breaking especially, build your combo energy. When you have enough, You can spend combo points to perform powerful actions. Combos cost no MP and are lost after battle, so you should never hesitate to use them. Moraine told me you came up with your first combo attack. Show it to me. Yeah, you're strong, alright. Keep an eye out in your ventures. You're bound to come across scrolls that would teach you more combos. Okay, so combo attacks are obtained and not learned. Gotcha. Good luck with the exam. I'm sure you'll do great. Want to review combat basics? Wait. Yeah, the combat seems pretty good. It's fresh, too, in a certain sense. Let's get started. Just attack me now in any order. Use the D-pad to cycle through available characters. Party members can use their turn in the order of your choice, but they can only act once per round. Okay? When all of your party members are on cooldown, the round resets and they all become available again. Again, seeing shades of Chrono Cross here. So I can go through like this. Okay, understood. Understood. Good. Focus is paramount whenever you perform attacks and skills. With proper timing, you can increase the damage that you deal, and sometimes even score additional hits, like we just saw. Let's see it. Press X as the hit connects to increase damage. So it's not actually an additional hit, but rather just boosting the damage. Alright. Like that. Good. Let's see that one more time. Ouch. Yeah, that's the gist of it. Most of your attacks and spells can be made more potent with proper timing. Some also keep going with more hits until you miss. And remember to think of timed hits as a welcome addition when you pull it off, rather than something you're supposed to do perfectly all the time. So don't worry about it too much. Just keep trying, and your sense of it will develop over time. Okay, now for timing your blocks. Let's get the little guy in here. To be efficient in battle, you must pay attention to anything that starts moving. With proper timing, you can reduce the damage of any incoming attack or spell by blocking. This is the bit that Super Mario RPG really prepared me for, and I'm not good at. Press X as the hit connects to reduce damage. Like I said, that was too soon. Stay focused and press as the hit connects. Ugh. It hits in the air. That was too late. Stay focused and press as the hit connects. Ugh. It can be difficult sometimes. Here, let me help you. Now. Okay. You basically did it for me. Good. Let's see that one more time. That's how you do it. Remember to always stay alert. Some patterns will be harder to read than others, sometimes even requiring multiple blocks. But don't be too hard on yourself. No one is expected to block everything all the time. It's not about getting it perfectly all the time, but rather building a growing sense for it. Just think of a time block as a welcome bonus whenever you happen to pull it off. So I'm seeing flavors of not like a particular game, but just like a how to put this. It's one of those things where they're not requiring a high skill ceiling, but rather just saying it's a bonus. You can play the game without it, basically, and still do fairly well. The key is remembering to read your enemies and to keep trying. Oh, one more thing. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Buddy. Okay. Keep it in your pants, Mr. Turtle Shell Man. When a party member gets knocked out in battle, you'll need to switch to a more defensive mode. KO'd allies will get back up on their own at 50% once all the KO stars are gone. 1 KO star is removed at the end of each round. Okay. Okay. The more you fall during the same battle, the more KO stars there are, so be careful. If all party members go down, it's game over, as per the usual. Fight and survive until Zale returns. Navi hits me with a 999 attack again. Holy shit. Ugh, missed it. There we go. And there you have it. Good work today. I'm sure the exam will be a breeze. Moraine will see you to the final test. I'm sure you'll do great. Are you ready for the final test then? Then let us begin. The big day has finally come. Over the years, Zenith Academy has tested you in many ways. It will now test you one last time. Have you prepared your vows? Yes, Headmaster. Then speak them now. You go first, Zale. Okay. So that I may use my agility to cleanse this world and protect my companions, I will enter the world as a blade dancer. I choose the curved blade as it will not hinder my speed or reflexes. Welcome, Blade Dancer. Come on, Blair. I did it. Now it's your turn. So that I may use my strength to inspire hope and eradicate evil, I will become a battle monk. I chose the staff, for it won't break no matter how hard I strike. Welcome, battle monk. Today you must demonstrate mastery of everything Zenith Academy has taught you. Your final challenge awaits below. Please step aside. Oh, before I forget, here's a little something to keep your health full. Okay. Now, with faith in your abilities and purpose in your actions, take the leap and return as the new recruits of our order. I'm ready, Valaire. Let's just go for it. Okay. Sure. I'll just... Might as well jump. Go ahead and jump. I see a chest. A treasure chest. What is this? I see. And that's the thing I'm supposed to put in the altar here. Oh, and there's creatures. Dun dun dun. Getting better. Of course, it's going to be all over again once I meet a new enemy type. Okay. Nice. Okay, nice. Got 16 experience points. Oh, so it's just to get those creatures out. And then I kill them and that climbing wall appears. Poor little baby. Okay, so another situation where we gotta go to that treasure chest. Get another ornate stone. Yep. Oh, more enemies. Bring it, bud. Let's see what you... Ah, poop. Okay. Oops. Okay. Zale is our resident healer, apparently. Alright. Okay. Oh. That animation for the healing was nice. I like that. Like, I like it a lot. And Twitch bugged out a little bit. Are we good? There we go. Alright. Yeah, sometimes the player, like I have the mod view up, or not mod view, but how to put it, like I have the admin view or whatever the heck they want to call it, stream manager, that's what it's called. And sometimes the player on it stops working, so I had to go and refresh it. Just wanted to double check on it because I'll be going to ad break in a little bit, so just wanted to make sure it was working okay. They haven't been to the other side of the Forbidden Cavern yet. How could they understand? You can try refreshing the page. That might help. It might be the same issue I was experiencing, honestly. So you don't think we should at least try and explain? You've seen how strong they are. World... God. Speaking of stupid names, you've seen how strong they are. Word will be a walk in the park. Let's see them off then. Pretend to panic. Just actually. Well, I don't have a lot of people in the chat aside from yourself, so I don't really have a... Oh shit. It's Gato, except made of stone. It's hilarious. Exam mode engaged. Brace yourselves. This is Gato. This is literally Gato. This... Oh my god. Alright, let's go. Shuffle weakness, physical. Alright, so we stick to physical attacks then. Vulnerable. Okay, so it visibly shows when we've got... Okay, shuffle weakness, sun. I see, and it also visibly shows us which element he'll be weak to. Okay, that's fair. Shuffle weakness, moon. Alright. Okay, so there's a little bit of leeway with the timed attack. So there usually is with this kind of thing. Alright, let's try this again. Not bad, not bad. starting to get used to the way some attacks break down with kind of the Super Mario RPG principle stays forward, that they don't just come up and smack. They gotta come up and do a little flailing first and then do their thing. Alright, so we need 2 blunt attacks and a slash attack. Think we can pull that off? I think so. Well, it doesn't matter because the boss is dead. Level up. Ooh, we get to choose another Super Mario RPG facet showing its head. Oh, alright, so. Oops, BRB, my laundry is done. Well, alright. Gotta show that, that laundry some love. Let's see, so the whole thing is Valaire's going to be more of a hard hitter, whereas Zale is going to be more agile. So I'm probably going to want to focus on, with Valaire, physical attack and hit points, whereas Zale will probably be mana points and magic defense, and maybe periodically hit points. Right now, physical attack will be the one. And, oh, wait. Okay. Okay, never mind. It's entirely different. Oops. Crap. Yeah, I'd like you to have physical defense if you can. Alright, so we're going to stop right here. We've got an ad break coming up because I got to blow my nose again. And we'll be back in a little bit to wrap things up for the stream. And then, well, get a little bit more gameplay in. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hello, 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 folks. We are back. We are back. Oh, man. Seems like my body's almost knows when ad break is coming up, because then my sinuses start doing its thing. Alright. Congratulations, you've been trained well. Return now to your headmaster. Congratulations, Valera and Zale. You have learned everything Zenith Academy had to teach you. Ha! We did it! In record time, too. You must now learn of our ultimate power, the ability to use magic without using magic. Huh? But that knowledge is for the Elder Mist to impart. Come, the villagers have gathered to celebrate your departure. Thank you for coming in, Star. It is on special days such as this one that the citizens of Moon Cradle are reminded of the importance of their duties. Where's Garl? I don't see him. Many years ago, Valera and Zale were delivered to us by the Great Eagle. Deliveries on 2 solstices in a row to boot. A very rare occurrence. Oh, I remember. Gran was so happy to get to meet 2 more before she passed. I miss Gran. All of you have come together to nurture and protect them, just like your ancestors have done for so many children of the solstice before. Valera and Zale, step forward so that the good people of Moon Cradle might gaze upon those who will soon join the ranks of the Solstice Warriors. I'm really liking the game so far, Star, just to answer you. We're in the middle of a flashback segment right now, and honestly, it has gone on way too long. I just want to, get to the game proper. And this is, a very long, preemptive, tutorial segment / backstory, and I just feel like this is not a very organic way to tell it. Yeah, basically. Otherwise, don't set us up with the preemptive bit where it's setting Grandpa Simpson's place. I don't know if I can quite do that. This parading is ridiculous. Oh, let the villagers have their fun. It's all they get. So you're okay with this now? You know I'm not. Now, cheer with me as we send these young heroes across the Forbidden Cavern to meet the Elder Mist. Hooray! Huzzah! To the gate! What do we do? I want to see Garl before leaving. I guess we have to play along for now. Fingers crossed that we can come back after meeting this Elder Mist. Fingers and toes. Belair, Sail, you must undertake this journey on your own now. We will not fail, Headmaster. Go now through the Forbidden Cavern and atop the mountain trail to seek an audience with the Elder Mist. We are basically sounds like we're leading right up to the point where we left off. Welcome back, Claire. Hopefully laundry was not a tenuous endeavor. That was a lot of syllables to describe laundry. Learn how to use magic without using magic, and you shall then enter the world as true Solstice warriors. May Luana's might protect you. May Solin's light guide you. Here, this should keep you fed for a little bit. More tomato clubs, yay. And if your adventure feels a little tough, you could take a look at these. Okay. I'm pretty sure we all could, Claire. You just received your first 2 relics. Find them in the relics section of the game menu, accessible with triangle to adjust your experience. Just so you know, yeah, I'm playing this on PlayStation. Deal with it. Whether you prefer a lighter challenge or are looking to push yourself to the max, relics offer a range of options. There's bound to be more to find. I'll pause here for a second to say this is actually something, while everything else up to this point has been like a love letter to older RPGs, no, not a PS5 sadly, but on my PS4. I don't even know if this game is available on PS5, if I'm being honest. But anyway, this thing that he just described is a fairly recent thing to RPGs. The one that I know it's in, that I can think of off the top of my head, is Final Fantasy 16, where instead of having a difficulty switch, basically, like where you have like difficulty levels, they have items that you can equip to party members that make the game easier in some respects and harder in others. It's basically giving full agency to the players to determine their play experience, to make certain parts of the game easier that they find particularly difficult without taking the difficulty away entirely. It's interesting, and when I actually get to play Final Fantasy 16, we'll see how well that shapes out. I actually have not seen an ounce of gameplay. I've completely stayed away from spoilers on that one, so hopefully it works out well. But anyways, recent thing. Cool that they implemented it into this game. Remember to keep an eye out for merchants. Selling any valuables you find will keep you well fed and well equipped. Now, wherever your adventures take you, you must remember your first assignment. After the Elder Mist sends you out into the world, you must secure passage to Wraith Island in time for the next eclipse. And do keep on training, for a dire cleansing awaits us. I still can't believe he wants him fighting a Dweller already. That's Moraine for you. We weren't much older the first time. Yeah, but we'll find a way. Safe journeys, and may you cleanse this world. May you cleanse this world. Man, this town almost seems kind of cultish, doesn't it? It's really weird. Oh, there's a treasure chest. Let me go get it. Pressure is high too. Like, are they kids? Essentially, yes. Uh-oh, this thing's finally burst. I'm gonna have to toss it now. That didn't last long at all. Oh. I'm just gonna put this on this Kleenex, and it was a good run, Squeezy Ball. It was a good run. Save point. I don't know about kids. When this whole training thing started, they were kids. I'm gonna presume they were probably like in the neighborhood of like 9 or 10 or something like that. I'm going to presume that they're like mid to late teenagers at this point. They haven't given numbers, so I can't say definitively. Sure feels easier now. This time we make it through. Yeah, so says you. Hope nobody gets gored in the eye again. Oh, there's a wall there. That's not cool. It doesn't look like there should be a wall there, though. It looks like a track of some sort. I feel like we'll be back here again at some point. Yeah, that feels like something I should be aware of there, too. Sup, snail guys. Okay. That first snail jam into the fight music. Vibing hard. Some headbanging going on. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was... Slow your roll there, bud. Nice. Oof. Okay, that wasn't bad. And items drop in the world, so you have to go and pick them up. That seems a little weird, but I'm here for it. Okay, so HP does not reset out of battle. Understood. And neither does MP. Right? Honestly, how this game seems to approach a lot of its aspects. Actually, I'm gonna say it's really good. Side note, you know how I said that this game was introduced to me as a love letter to Chrono Trigger? Fun fact, I don't know which tracks it was that he was involved in, but Chrono Trigger composer and Chrono Cross composer Yasunori Mitsuda? I'm probably butchering it, but he is involved in a couple of the tracks on this soundtrack. So another influence from that series. Oh, okay. Clever. Oh, I see. So it's a locking mechanism. It's not a track. Clever, I guess. Okay, and this is if I want to jump down. Gotcha. Anything down here? No, not really. Just gonna inch my way across this. Right? The art is actually really beautiful. There are some scenes in this that, like, the pixel art is just very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I agree. 100%. Found an adventurer's vest. Well, I have an adventurer's chest. Oh, so a shield. So you get one offensive item and one defensive item and plenty of it. Bless you. And 2 rings and an accessory, I guess. Yeah, it is so pretty. I kind of don't want to start work. I just want to watch. Well, are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, it's the oil that comes from the thing.
Well, we can just blow that out, you know.
But the smell of it's still in the air.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't stop and let you blow it out. Problem solved. At least for now. Yeah, apparently the smell of the, whatever the hell you want to call that melter thing, was setting off her allergies. Like I mentioned earlier on this stream, we had some problems here, and yeah, our sinuses are extremely sensitive, all 3 of us. Alright, so yeah, I don't want to call them candle melts, but they're like something like that. I don't know. There's probably a technical term for them that I just don't know. Wow. Alright, yeah, I'll try to keep that in mind. There's one way of putting that. Stop it, Noel. I just blew it out for the record. Okay, don't get started with me, Pat, please. Okay, so we gotta do something to make that switch do a thing. And there we go. Oh, I was half expecting that to be Star that did that one. It is not a stream until we get a goat scream. That's just how it goes. It's locked. Maybe the key's in the chest just up ahead there. It's out of reach for now. Let's look around. Yeah, don't say. This isn't quite Kingdom Hearts. We can't just open any key at any time for any reason. Whoa, okie dokie. Platform trying to tell me I need to cut down or something. I see. Clever, clever, clever clogs. Ooh, what is this? Found mushroom soup. And what is this? Valera and Zale learn combo skill Mending Light. Okay, I'm gonna presume that's a heal all combo, which is nice. Having a heal all spell of some sort this early in the game will be helpful. Ah, there's the track. So it's not a track. It is a locking mechanism. Who the heck left mushroom soup there? I mean, that's a good question. It's probably not very good. I'm gonna say it, but I did not find it in a Tupperware container. Okay, so it has to hit twice. So with 2 squares there, if I land 1 timed hit, that'll be enough to put that attack away. Of course, I didn't do it now that I realized that. And the guys are probably both screwed. Nope. Alright, cool. Cool. Oh, crap. Is that mushroom soup there? Yes. Alright. Let's rock and roll like UA Bowl. Oh, shit. Oh, sure. I timed defense the group attack, but can't hit us. Get the second one. Let's see what the mending light does. I mean, I know what it does. I'm just saying. Okay, that looks nice. Wow. Okay. Okay. Alright, that spell effect was really good. Like, I'm not... That's good. That's good. That spell effect was really good. Like, I'm kind of at a loss. The device is broken. We can't activate the bridge. There seems to be a detour through here to the left. Worth a shot. Oh, man. The campfire feels cozy and warm. So let's camp. Sweet. So it doesn't require an item. That's good to know. And it looks like every camp so far has had a save point at it, so that's also good to know. Ooh, boss battle? Boss battle. Sounds big. Get ready. I mean, that is what she said. Oh, damn.
That's what she said.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Okay. Yeah. That one's actually appropriate. Okay, so it's vulnerable to moon. It's good to know. Okay. Ooh, okay, shit. I used that attack at the wrong time. Shit. Acid bug bombs. Okay. Usually if there's ads, you try and take care of them as soon as possible. That was alright. It's called boss bug. Like, come on. Whoa. Okay, so it's vulnerable to both. That's good. But it looks like a giant bug. That's bad. Oh, shit. Jesus, dude. Wanna cool it?
No, God!
Would you get a free
No, God, please, no! 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 No!
But the toppings contain potassium benzoate. That's bad. There we go. I'll cast it every time I get a chance. Oh, that is so cool. I'll get the timing on that eventually. By that time, we'll probably be out of this battle. Ugh. Oh. Oh, alright. Oh, okay. I'm gonna try. Oh, it didn't matter. What the hell? Not gonna find out what they do. Ads are always a problem. Always. Never saw a boss ad that I liked. So, just a heads up, once this boss battle clears and I can get to a save point, which should be right down there unless like a cutscene or something like that plays out, that's going to be the wrap up for the stream, so just a heads up here. Nice. Oh, there you go. The trophy earned is boss slugged. That's funny. Alright. Our first big one. We did it. Ah, good timing on that one. Looks like there's a way out. Over there. The mountain shouldn't be much further now. We're just gonna camp out. Campfire feels cozy and warm. Let's rest up. And let's save. And we know how it is around here. Once is not enough. Alright, so that pretty much does it around these parts. Let's go to this. Is that the one that I want to use for this? I guess so. Can't really use cat cam because the cats are gone. So, first impressions. We are oh, it doesn't even tell me. Oh, okay, there's the game time. Almost 2 hours in, and I like it. I like it. Some of the story elements are a little bit like the storytelling, like the execution is a little weird. But if they're really trying to aim for like the 90s era of 16-bit RPGs, it fits. The shoe fits. Like, you kind of have to expect that. So it doesn't really take me away from it necessarily. If anything else, it really just kind of adds to it, to be honest. So yeah, like right from top to bottom. Yeah, August 28th is when it released. So yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. I wish there was more actual gameplay that I could have gotten to on this stream, but that only means that going forward from this point, hopefully the next stream will be done with this flashback, for crying out loud. But I think once we get to the story proper, we'll get right deep into the gameplay like we have been in this little dungeon here. And we'll see. I mean, I'm enjoying it so far. There's a lot of nice things to see and a lot of nice execution in the combat. Some of the dungeon puzzles are pretty clever. I'm enjoying that so far too. The music is great. The art is great. Some of the dialogue is pretty good. Yeah, got nothing to complain about. I can see why people are rating this game so high. But we'll see more later, I guess. So just as a reminder to everybody who's tuning in, how things are going to go, in case you weren't here for the first bit of the stream. Next stream will be on Wednesday. Same time, same channel, playing the same game. We'll be doing Sea of Stars again. And then on Friday will be our first ever Crisis stream. In case anybody doesn't know what that is, it's basically a mobile game that focuses on the story of the Final Fantasy VII compilation. It is a gacha game, so there will be some like probable pay-to-win mechanics present. But overall, I'm just here for the story as it gets retold as a whole, and one portion will be before Crisis, which has not been released formally in North America, so that's a big deal to me. I don't know if we're gonna get that right away. We'll probably get like the main chunk of like story beats and what have you, but we shall see as we find out together this Friday. I'm gonna play it when it releases on Thursday, but we shall see. We'll have plenty to talk about then. And then on Saturday, hopefully, we'll have some Final Fantasy XIV to do. Again, casual stream, don't know if I'm going to have much content to progress in because I've only progressed in a little bit so far. So, we'll see. Strewn in between that on Tuesday and Thursday, I'll be moderating Starberry Jams' streams. Let's just go ahead and toss her a promo. She's been doing a lot of Animal Crossing lately.
The only FPS game I've ever played.
That's been fun. She's very, very close to accomplishing her first island on stream. That's a big deal. I think we're like maybe 1 or 2 streams out from posting your dream address. Okay. So yeah. That's also a big deal. And then I think we've got more Animal Crossing on Sunday as opposed to Retro Rhetoric, as that's how it was last Sunday. And that's pretty much our week here. I'm gonna try and find a bit of a rhythm in terms of scheduling going forward, because I would like to fit more Ever Crisis, more Final Fantasy 14 into the mix, but we shall see. I also work, and I was hoping to figure this out last week, but last week was last week, so we shall see. So I guess now is the time for the spiel, I suppose. So if you're watching today, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being a part of everything. Oh, it was a special case, Claire. If you ever have any questions on that, check me out on VOD or on YouTube. The first like 20 minutes of the stream is me talking about it. But also on my Discord, I have like the whole story there too. Yeah. Anyway, if you're watching on VOD or YouTube, thank you for tuning in. The best way to keep it track of all of that is to follow on Twitch and to like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. Helps out more than you know. If you really like what you see here on stream, you can subscribe on Twitch, or if you catch me while live, you can show me, you can send me some bits. And otherwise, if you really like what you see, check in the bottom left corner of the screen. There is my Ko-fi link, which will also be in the panels on Twitch and then in the video description on YouTube. It's the best way to directly and monetarily support the stream, but also if you want to donate through Ko-fi, you also have the ability to not only support me, but if we hit the goal, we also have the ability to donate to the Cerebral Palsy Foundation, which is a cause that is near and dear to my heart. It's been making strides and advancements in the last few months, so big deal, big deal. If you want to directly help the quality of life for our streaming, and also for some segments that we could do, and also channel point stuff that I'd like to do in the future, head on over to my Throne gift list, which is in the panels on Twitch and in the video description on YouTube. There's some fun stuff there, and some stuff that would lean into segments and things I would like to do in the future. So if you want to help out with that, there's that as well. That's about it for me today. Yeah, that's really about it, I think. I always think I'm forgetting something, but if I am, whatever. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful evening, and take care of yourselves and take care of others, and you know, have a good night. I'm out of here.